Hello, Internet! Now, I was wondering what in the world this week's buff is going to be for Pure Fiction, because if you somehow haven't realized, they do, like, give buffs based on what banner and what new characters are. But this time, we got the free Danheng PT as the new character, so what are they going to buff? Because Danheng PT doesn't really have, like, a unique playstyle. He's more just, you know, he helps out everybody, which does make for a pretty interesting week. I did check, like, how everyone's clearing this. I will say there's quite a couple more that, you know, they're stuck at 2 stars right here. Some have some questionable teams, but some are, like, actual proper teams. So I wonder what happened here. So maybe this week's actually pretty tough now. Well, we will find out, and why don't we have fun while we find out? Ladies and gentlemen, we got the Dot team. Now, this isn't just any Dot team. This is a team that hyper crunches on the grip mechanic. Because this week, you need to use your ult to attack enemies, and then you get 5 grip per target hit. If you can get into Resurgent Grit, you get 30% more die. You get skill points as well. So I'm hoping to use this team. And with Kafka at 149 speed on before tutorial mission starts on a win set with an ERR robe of all things. Paired up with the Sunday, paired up with the Ho-Ho with, you know, Hycilla just there chilling. I want to be able to just maximize the amount of ult I can do with Kafka. By doing that, I should trigger grit a lot more, get grit way more easily, and we should be able to clear this, right? I am very interested to see what this week has in store because there are a lot of people, at least in my friend list, is the issue, but there are a lot more people who aren't just like completely destroying Pure Fiction. That's what I'm trying to say. So let's see what this week's all about. Maybe it's just harder. All right, so far they're all faster. God damn, bro. Do I not have anyone on Von Whack? Damn, I thought I would. But well, anyways, here we go. The start of something new. Well, I say that, but I probably already played this team in multiple different occasions already. It should work out though, right? I've not seen this team not work out. 200k done right there, and we are already in Resurgent Grid, baby. How in the world are we already in here? I just hit them once. Did they just die? I guess if they die, we get Resurging Tide too. But yeah, this is where we get 30% more dot damage, right? And we do get skill point increase, so 5 skill points did. This is actually awesome for when you want to use Ho-Ho in the team. This is actually a reason for you to use Ho-Ho then. Well, that means click on the skill I go. I get my ult again. Yeah, look at that. The energy regen put in a word. Tutorial icon as well. And bang, here comes the ultimate, right? So that should be more grit. That's the whole idea. But I guess I already triggered Resurging Tide. Doesn't matter. Here we do have the high silence. I guess given I have a lot of skill point, I should be using one. Maybe not though, but well, I already clicked that. Now that here comes the whale. Summon it. This is what it looks like when you E6 S5 someone. You're just a blue whale. Imagine pulling for someone in the game. High silence just shows you in the game. It's just a whale. All right, now we got 30 as in full. I have no clue what that does. What the crud? Don't mind if I do though. We'll get more ults. Come on, kick Kafka. Just someone shoot Kafka. There we go. So damage goes in. We are clearing the wave, not an issue, but I hate that they're surviving this well though. Like if they have to take the turn and then die, that's not even that good for me. But well, here comes the skill. We should be able to take care of one of them at least. Here comes another death. That's actually not that good, right? I prefer they just die instantly. I don't gotta wait for them to take the turn, but well, I can't choose. Here comes the ult again. Resurging Tide is still up in full might, and we finally clear off the first wave. Now, so far, it's not that hard, but I will say, notice that's the easiest cycle. We got 8k points, but we already almost finished the first cycle, right? This is actually kind of challenging looking. All right, here's Kafka with the skill again. 99k. Not a lot at all, because they don't have a lot of dots yet. I would love to use an E right now, but I don't think I could. Let me just use a Q then. We are still missing skill point. I would love to get out of Resurging Tide so I can gain skill point, you know, by triggering it again, but that's not available for me right now. So let's wait for it to end. I think it did end, so that allows me to use my ult now with tutorial icon with all the energy regen. We get back in Resurging Tide instantly. Wait, what the hell? That's weird. I just got out. We're already back in. How the crud did that happen? Well, when I come in, I get more dots, and Surging Grid gets, you know, increased damage down as well. That should be why it's awesome, yeah? The amount of just debuffs. Look at how much I can, look at how much I can scroll. What the hell? Ah, it's because of the grip mechanic. Memory after receiving dot gets another grip value. So we have a dot team that's actually cracked out the jaw. What the hell does that even cracked out the jaw? I mean, cracked out the gills. You know, I kind of just zoned out. I had to find out. Cracked out the gills. Like, this is a saying, you know? But this doesn't make any sense at all. I thought that just means, oh, you're really good at something. Then you say, oh, you cracked out the gills, dude. Oh, coming back to this. Get the whale in, yo. I don't know much about gills, but, you know, speaking of gills, we got the whale. All right, ult from the Kafka again. We should be maxing out the Resurging Tide. This should be the memory stack, right? The 20. 12k points so far. We're halfway through. I think we actually got this. Not an issue. So if you're struggling with this, well, the dot team is still crushing it. For the years that they've been mediocre, this is absolutely fire. I love this. Now, while I do say that, this boss is not hurting at all. 74% HP left. Like, I don't think she's hurting at all. The weakness with the why did my camera angle just like shot at the ceiling? I don't even think we could clear it that well. We have 2 cycles left. 12k points is what we're looking at. I don't think even with this team we can clear it that well though. We gotta keep on truck it, I guess. All right, we got our ult though. I do realize I have the win set. I have not been paying attention to the win set a lot. Gosh darn it. I guess it still works out. I saved 2 action. I guess it's better than 0. I mean, even if I wait, Sunday will push me back anyway. I guess it doesn't matter. All right, Kafka, show me some more damage. She kind of needs to. 150k. It's a lot. Like, she's doing her job, but it just feels like the boss is not dying at all. Like, what is happening? All right, go for the E here. I think we can make something happen here. Go for the ult here, and then we regen with 50% down on the ascended. This will allow Sunday to regen Kafka. Do I get another ult? There's no way, right? Yeah. So we're out of Resurging Tide already. I'm hoping the boss hit Kafka again, or at least high Silence. Come on out. There we go. So if I use my ult, I get instantly back to Resurging Tide, right? And bam. Yep, there we go. Dude, this dot team this week is absolutely busted. You're just getting to Resurging Tide for free. All right, win set coming in as well. We got 2 ults already. My win set legit got me a whole turn. All right, now we do have a whoa. Let's just like chill out. Let's not spend our skill points. 20k points is what we're looking at, and we're almost there. Hit the Kafka. Come on, hit the Kafka. Stop lurking, dude. I think I'll go for an E here, dude. I don't even think we can get a lot of points with this. Like, this is not a bad team by any means, so I'm surprised I'm struggling to get at least 30k points, right? I should be able to, I hope. I do have 1 more cycle left after this, dude. My win set procs so many times. Kafka just went below Sunday. That's not even a good thing. What the hell? I don't even think I've been spending all of my follow-up attacks on Kafka. I should need to, man. 22k points. Now, I'm pretty sure the next state... Why? This is throwing me off. Why does it focus us on the ceiling on that? We're out of Resurging Tide. Back over to normality. My Kafka with all the energy regen. We should be able to get the ult again, dude. And this ult should just be back to Resurging Grip, baby. Bam. Awesome possum, man. Now, another turn for the Kafka. Final action in. That should kill you, or just the 1%. Is anyone surprised? It's always 1%. Come on now, kill it. Thank you. All right, we are managing to go into the final phase. Dude, this is not even a bad team. I'm really surprised I'm not, like, crushing this way easier. It's on a week where Dot's buff as well, so damn, dude. No wonder people are, like, not able to easily 3-star it. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can because the first side is the harder one, I think. Second side should get way easier. Now, I think we do get to, like, somehow from the bottom of my buttock excrete out a ult for Kafka. That's a very grotesque way of describing it, but yes, that's essentially what it is. The final turn, Kafka. Show me something good, man. Bam, 400k done, and that should be 25,000 points, I hope. Yep, there we go. All right, that's like the bare minimum, I guess. I was hoping to at least get that, and I guess from this point, we'll go for this kill right here. Can I even? Nope, but well, that'll be all. 25k points. We have like a whole dot team, like a solid dot team too. Maybe Black Swan instead of Sunday would have been maybe better. I doubt it though, because Sunday gives Kafka so many turns. Actually pretty good, but damn, 25k points is all I can do. I mean, it's still enough because the second side should be the easier one because we're using Castris. I mean, it's actually quite challenging. Now, if in any case, will I skip this fight? Because, well, it's just going to be Castris destruction. We'll see if I can manage to get, like, the max amount, I guess. Which, well, I'll see you later. And I say the second side was easier because of Castris. Yeah, it's pretty much it. 40k points, and I did not use more than 3 cycles. And now we can claim our just rewards, and it just goes to show how much stronger is the Memo Sprite setup, man. That is ridiculous. With a dot setup, even if I had Black Swan instead of Sunday, I don't think we would have cleared this that easily. But then again, it's not exactly perfect element-wise, you know. We don't have the lightning element with the Kafka, but still, it just feels like Castris is just a cut beyond all of these characters did. And you don't gotta even run out of skill points because you're not using any. So yeah, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, that was probably one of the harder weeks, actually. I do have the perfect team for one side. That means I'm okay. But for team number 1, if you don't have, say, Finan, you might struggle a bit on one side, which I am struggling a bit on one side. The dot side is not exactly that easy. 25k. A proper dot team maybe would be 30-something k. Not exactly 40k, though. I don't think it's gonna be that simple. But at least if you have another perfect team for another side, you should be chilling, right? But what is an issue is that I'm seeing, if you just don't have the perfect characters for one side, like look at this, for example, right? We're using Blade. You just need a lot of characters, man. Some weeks you don't have the characters. It's really, really tough. And I'm also wondering, I do see some clears with even Finan struggling a little bit. Yeah, like this one, but I suppose it's not exactly perfect, right? It's a good Finan. Like, the build is pretty solid. I feel like, you know, you can flip it up around. But yeah, that's what I mean, right? Like, Finan's good up top, but then the dot team's not really good down below. You want to go dot team up top for sure. Maybe Finan below. But hey, guess what? If you have Castris, it's definitely Castris below. You get the free win. But if you don't have the Castris, though, I feel like that's the real challenge, to figure out which 2 teams are gonna be, like, always good. Or at least have one team that's always good. I'm so glad I got Castris, dude. But I also kind of take some fun away because you really don't have to use a brain. I legit click auto. It played perfectly. Well, that'll be all for today, dude. Overall, a pretty tough Pure Fiction. You can share down below how you guys beat it. If there's any fun teams as well, I would love to see. And that'll be all. Take care.